Welcome back up to the top of the tower at Trinity for another edition of The View from Here. This morning we're up here with one of Trinity's best friends, Stephen J. Bailey. And I want to let you know that as you're watching this, Stephen conquered his fear of heights to come up here with us, to be able to talk to you, to talk about life in Fort Wayne and some of the work that he does and some of the things that we have coming up here. But Stephen, welcome on up here.
Thanks.
Great to have you.
I appreciate it. I'm going to try and stay as long as possible.
Yeah, we're going to stay as long as possible. That's the attitude. So, as you were watching this, just know Stephen conquered one of these fears today, and so it's kind of like, well, what are you going to do today? So, right?
Yeah, it's happening right now.
Yeah, it's happening right now, right here in real time. You're watching it. So, Stephen, welcome on up here.
Thank you.
You work with us a little bit. You help us with our social media.
Yep.
You help us meet people that we would never meet. But that's what you do, is social media. But really, it's helping people meet.
Sure, like a connector. Totally.
Yeah, you know, relationships is really, that's your job.
Yeah.
And what you do, and you're doing that all over the city, all over downtown.
Trying.
Yeah.
Yes.
What makes that exciting?
Relationships are everything. I mean, it's just everything. To make a job out of what I believe we're all meant to do every single day is kind of where it's at. Connecting people and ideas and concepts with places and events and things to do and one another is an incredible thing to wake up to. And every single day is different, and every day I wake up excited. Fort Wayne is amazing.
Yeah. Now, one of the things we're pretty proud of is that before he started working with Trinity, Stephen had worked with the church before. So we're really, we're proud of you. We're proud of us that we were able to talk you into.
They lassoed me in. Yeah. One of the best decisions I ever made. The last 10 years, wow, just phenomenal. I mean, if I was bold enough to walk around and look at the rest of what's going on downtown, it's everything from Promenade Park to Parkview Field and a billion things in between. But it's not just those buildings, it's the people that are ready for a bigger vision for Fort Wayne and ready to have bigger talks and do things together. And the thing is, when you go to those places, you see people of every color and age and demographic together doing great things, which I wasn't seeing 10 years ago.
Yeah. You know, I've been here 7 years. Everybody who kind of watches this know I make reference to that, but people really take it to it.
Oh yeah.
People were excited, and even 7 years ago, I'm like, I don't know if I like this or not.
Yep.
But to watch now and people being excited about being here in Fort Wayne and coming downtown, being part of that.
Yeah, to interview people. I mean, even compared to 5 years ago, where folks were leaving all the time, and now to hear young people, under the age of 25 that are not leaving, they're sticking around or they're coming back. I have those interviews all the time.
Yeah.
People are obsessed with this city now. It's great.
Well, the crazy thing is that there was just a story in today's Wall Street Journal that said major cities of 500,000 or more, and they listed Chicago, Los Angeles, Washington, New York, over the last couple of years actually have seen a decline in younger people.
Okay.
People leaving that, and the livability of being able to be in a place like this.
Totally.
And you can afford to be in a place like this, with all this stuff happening. It's pretty exciting.
Oh, it's amazing. You can't have in Fort Wayne, you can't have that anywhere else. Raising a family or living a good life or having access to things or being 15 minutes from anything all day, every day, walking around downtown. You just can't get that anywhere else.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Really cool. Yeah. Now, one thing coming up here at Trinity that Stephen's involved in, and actually Stephen is leading, I'm going to make a plug for something that's happened. Have you seen this?
That's good. I haven't seen the print.
You haven't seen the print?
So good.
Our own Michaela made this up, and we just love that picture. But Stephen is hosting a series of conversations here at Trinity entitled Love Thy Neighbor, and it's just dialogue with, the subtitle is Conversations You Don't Usually Have in Church. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the idea of this is for us to come together and talk about everything from sexuality to being on the border where, they're building the wall, to being a strong female with feminism, to someone who believes in science, And then the idea of bringing all these together and talking about, like, how do we move forward? And this isn't about anyone being right or wrong. It's just about having an hour and a half together where we get to have a really great dialogue about people living here in Fort Wayne that are living their best lives, that might have been raised as Christians, that maybe aren't anymore, but they're still really engaged with a lot going on, have a lot of Christian friends, and it's a way for us to find a way to come together and recognize that we have so much more in common than we have differences. And I'm really excited to talk about what you just said, which is these conversations we literally never have in church, but we should be having because we're all the same people.
Yeah. We're really excited to be able to be host to this. We did something similar to this almost 2 years ago now, in terms of race relationships, black, white. And so Stephen brought this to us, this idea of having just broadening that conversation into just a whole bunch of other things. And as a church, to be the host of that, to be a site where, regardless of what you believe, that we want to hear what you have to say and we want to have that conversation with you.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. And that race dialogue that we did, it changed my life. We did that for a couple months, maybe a little longer, and to have an hour and a half once a week where you sit down and you listen to people who are going through something different from you every day, but they're right next to you in traffic, and they're right next to you at a restaurant, and they're in your neighborhood doing things that you do every day, changed my whole life. It really has. Yeah.
Pretty cool. So we're excited about this. We hope that you have a chance to come and join us Wednesdays at Trinity, downstairs in the Youth Center at 6:30 in the evening, 6:30 to 8. So that'll be taking place. You know, one of these people actually showed up here last Sunday.
All right.
You know, and
it's working.
Yes. So, and we were really excited that their family was here, and you know, they felt good about because of this. They're like, well, maybe I'll come and see what the other things that these people do. So that was pretty cool for us.
Cool.
But here we are. I know you're nervous about this, so
I'm trying not to die right now.
So I don't want to kill you, both because you're my friend, but because you work with us too, and we need you. In a lot of ways, we need you. So, but it's been great to be up here with you. Thanks for making the trip.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I'm really good. No, I'm just excited about getting my feet back on that ground.
Good.
Yeah.
So, well, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Good to be up here with you, and we'll see you the next time on The View From Here.